In this video, you'll see how to use the CHT charts in the R7 tool. Click on the CHT chart icon in the left side of the screen. The CHT chart will open. You'll select the crop you want to look at and the relative maturity. Today I'll look at the 95-day hybrid set. Now you can see the CHT chart appeared with the 95-day hybrid set, and there are different columns of data here. So the first column is just combined treatments, and these are only from the answer plot. So any treatment within the answer plot, this is the lineup of how these hybrids performed. Then we go to the next column, and this is first year corn, so only corn on soybean data, non-limited nitrogen at a high population. Our high population is 38,000 and our low population is 30,000. So as you can see here, the only change from this column to this column is population. Now if we want to look deeper at some hybrids, we can click on them to single them out. And now what we're going to do is just take this slider on the bottom and slide it across to the different columns. So as you can see now, as we slide across, we're on to corn on corn now. And one of the big point outs that I'll make here is when I see a hybrid make a big jump, like 3611 just jumped way down from this column to this column, the difference here is corn on corn with non-limited nitrogen and limited nitrogen. So what that tells me is 3611 does not want to be limited on nitrogen. If we want to look closer at this hybrid, we can click on the arrow next to it and select the information button. So now we'll bring up the hybrid's response to scores. As you can see, this hybrid has a response to nitrogen of a 9. So it makes sense that in a limited nitrogen situation, it would really lose a lot of its yield potential. We can also look at the pictures of this hybrid. We can print off a tech sheet, and we can add in an additional year of data. As you can see, this hybrid was tested in 2015 as well, so we can pull in the corn on corn limited nitrogen high population block from 2015 to compare the data year over year. Whatever column you click on for that hybrid is the column of data that will come in for the additional year. Now as we keep going, we continue to look at other columns of data. We have soil data, fine, medium, and coarse soils. And we also have low, medium, and high yield environments. As you can see, the 3614 actually does well in a lower yield environment than it does in a higher yield environment. So it might be a hybrid that we would choose to place on that tougher piece of ground. Now one more thing to point out as you're looking at these columns of data, each column has a number in parentheses, and as you can see, that number changes. So the number in parentheses is actually the LSD, or least significant difference. So when you look at the data, this means any hybrid in this column within 5.4 bushels of each other is statistically the same. So as you look at some of the hybrids compared to each other, these first two hybrids here on this block are statistically the same, but when you get to the third hybrid, it is statistically different according to that LSD.